And welcome to Community Viewpoint. Before we start our regularly scheduled broadcast, I'd like to say that during this past year, due to the COVID-19, taping our shows have been quite interesting, a challenge at the very least. The show you'll be viewing next was taped by me at home last week on Zoom. I sent my email address to my camera from my computer. My guest used that computer while I conducted our interview alongside them on my cell phone. Actually, I was kneeling on the floor next to them. So I hope you enjoyed the amateur thought that went into making this interview as much as I did making it. So now, please enjoy that interview. Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm John Pawlak, your host for this segment of Community Viewpoint, and we're doing a remote, getting as remote as we can be from my home. So we have as our guest today, Doug Campbell Sr. and Faith Muello. Doug is with, what's it called?
Balloons Over Pahrump.
And you'll know Faith is with Clean Up Pahrump. It's on her t-shirt. Stand up a little bit. There you go. All right, they're going to be talking about an event that'll be coming up later next month, March 26th through the 28th. And before we start that event, if the folks don't know what you do with Clean Up Pahrump, you want to give them a little teaser?
Yep. So Clean Up Pahrump, we're a nonprofit here in Pahrump, and we go out every Saturday morning as a group and clean up 1 hour a week. That's roadside trash and desert garbage dump sites. And we get up a lot in that 1 hour. We average about 10 to 25 people each Saturday, and then we have individuals going out on their own cleaning up. For the month of January alone, we got up 5 tons of trash.
Now you have 801 people as of this morning on your website, your Facebook site, but I don't think those people come out every time. Otherwise, there wouldn't be one scrap of garbage in the town. But you get 5, 10, 15 people each time.
Each time, yes.
And
This past Saturday, we had 22 people.
And where do they put all this stuff? Do they have trucks and stuff?
Yeah, well, we do have some people that donate their dump trailers to help us, but then we either haul it up to the free dump, Pahrump Valley Disposal, or CNS Waste Management Solutions. They donate dumpsters to us for our cleanups sometimes. For instance, last year, as a group, we got up over 11 tons of trash, and that's not including the dumpsters that were donated to us. So we're doing great things.
Yes, that's a 501c3, and you have your own Facebook site that's called Clean Up Pahrump.
Yes.
And if you want to see what they do, you have plenty of pictures, and it's good to look and see what they do. But it's unfortunate why they have to do it. And like I've told you many a time, your job will never be over with, unfortunately. As much as I'd like it to be over with, there'll always be something else that somebody's tossing. It's unfortunate, you know who you are too. So you've decided to get together with Doug here. And Doug is with, what was it again?
Balloons Over Pahrump.
And you were originally going to do an event with the chamber?
Originally, we were going to, the balloons, like years in the past, have been part of the balloon festival. This year, due to COVID and state restrictions and chamber board members' concerns, they pushed the event off a little bit. The last date they rescheduled it, pushed it far enough into the spring to where it was going to be difficult for balloons to fly. So I decided to go ahead and bring in a lot of the pilots that were going to be here anyway for a March 26, 27, 28 mini non-event. And I thought it would be cool to have the balloon crews doing a bit of a scavenger hunt while the balloons were in the air. So I got a hold of Faith, and we've kind of teamed up. So while the balloons are flying, The cleanup prompt team is going to team up with our balloon crews and do a bit of a scavenger hunt and pick up trash along the roads as they follow the balloons through their flight, and donate everything or trash it all when we're done. But just thought it'd be a nice way to kind of clean up the community and show that we care as much as the next person.
And we'll have fun watching the balloons up there also. And you may have some help from, we'll talk to the folks at Prune Disposal too. Maybe they'll donate something too, so you could toss the things in the containers.
Right.
But you just started this, right? Because there's a database you had that was online. You have groups that are with each balloon.
Yes, we have a chase crew.
See, I read, yeah.
We have a chase crew that each balloon has. It helps inflate the balloon, and then once it takes off, the chase crew follows the balloon and wherever it lands, because very rarely do we land at the same place we take off. So we'll chase it, and while we're chasing it, we're going to do the trash pickup with the cleanup prompt folks. And then when we're done, because it's a non-event balloon event is how we're billing it, to kind of comply with the smaller gathering numbers and things. There's not a whole lot else going to be going on. The airport just recently got a hold of us. They got a new airport manager out there that likes balloons. So we are planning, weather permitting, to have a barbecue midday out there for the pilots.
Oh, okay.
And then just before dusk, we may stand up 3 or 4 balloons out at the airport to do a little bit of a balloon glow. So if anybody wants to come out and watch that, please be courteous and thoughtful and maintain all of the social distancing thing. If you enter the north end of the airport off of Simpkins, there's either a place to park there, or you can kind of drive through and take a look at the balloons. But there could be 3, 4, 5 balloons stood up out there, as long as the wind's not blowing.
Oh, that's rather exciting. And
Super.
remember, it's the one on the north side. The one that's on the south side never came about. The international airport that never came about. So that ain't happening, folks. So it's off on Simpkins.
Yeah, it's up off north end of town, up off of Simpkins.
Right, it's on the east side of the road. And you'll see some like Quonset huts, I think they're called, and you'll see the balloons.
You'll see, if it's happening, you'll see the balloons. If it's not happening, nothing's going to happen, and we're going to continue our partying festivities after the barbecue. So, but if we can put something on, we'd be more than happy to have you guys come out and take a look at the balloons.
Yeah, barring any windy weather, that sounds like a good afternoon. And you're going to have a lot of people involved with that, hopefully.
Yes. This is going to be super fun, but we really need help from everyone.
How
So
do they join up?
they can contact me through www.cleanuppahrump.org, or they can email me, faith@cleanuppahrump.org. Get a hold of me through the Facebook page, Clean Up Pahrump, or obviously contact Doug.
Right. Anybody that wants to help, we are looking for some individual landowners in the central part of town, kind of south of 372, west of 160, east of Blag, and north of Game Bird, in that area that has a large enough piece of property to launch a balloon from. Because we're keeping gatherings minimal, we're not going to go to a park like we've done in the past. We're actually taking the balloons out into the community. We're almost looking for families to adopt a balloon for the weekend.
Cool.
And we'll be launching from several areas within that general vicinity. So anybody that has a half-acre or larger piece of property who would like to adopt a balloon for the weekend of the 26th, 27th, 28th of March, please call me at either 702-300-4008. You can text me at the same phone number, or you can email me at Doug and the number 1 at lvballoonrides.com.
Now, I have to caution you, they reestablished the 5G tower here
Yes.
that went down. They just put it up last week, so be careful.
We flew by it just a couple days ago.
I didn't even look. Is the red light on the top?
There, no red light on the top yet.
So yeah, be careful, folks. If you're flying a drone, you may hit it. So that's back up again. Please don't knock it down again.
And the other two towers are still there. So there's 3 of them up there still.
Yes, that's the one, the tall one you can't miss. You better miss it. I'm sorry, that
You
didn't come
should
out
miss
right.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're just about out of time already. So anything else you want to wrap up and talk about?
Yes, even if you are not on Facebook, you can still get involved with Cleanup Pahrump. We now have an email list. Find us www.cleanuppahrump.org and get in touch with us. Get on that email list. Come make some friends and do something good for your community. 1 hour a week. We can get this town cleaned up.
Yes, that's a real worthwhile cause, and it's one of the best things that happened to me is meeting you since I've been here. I wish there were more people like you in town. So thank you very much.
We're picking up.
Thank you for what you do. Yeah, okay. So we thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. So thank you, Doug. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
You bet. Thanks, John.
And we'll see you above sometime, maybe. All right. Bye-bye.